Hi everyone, this is Ryan from rockthedivine.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to my latest video. Today I am not going to answer questions from you lovely viewers, but I am instead going to give a channeled message. I suddenly felt the urge to do so, and really if you channel, the best time to do it is when you feel the urge to do it. My energy's feeling good, which is always important. And I was gonna channel Archangel Haniel, but then the Blessed Mother Mary came in and she wants to talk, so I'm going to let her. First, I'm going to tell you what I want to talk about and what I want her to discuss with you. I don't know what she's going to say, and it could be something a little different from what my personal opinion is, but we'll see. The first thing I want to talk about is this idea that you have to hold high vibrational thoughts. And to explain that a little further, I see a lot online people posting on their Pinterest boards or reposting quotes from people and from famous ascended masters and gurus and what have you to make sure that you have good thoughts and you only think good thoughts and high vibrational thoughts. And what I want to say is that that's not wrong. I want to say that first. It's of course good to have high vibrational thoughts such as I love myself and I'm happy and isn't this a beautiful day? Of course, those are better than my life sucks and it's snowing, there's 20 feet of snow and I hate it. They carry a low vibration. However, I think that accidentally a lot of people that repost these things and other light workers are doing everyone sort of an injustice, because the pressure that comes with having to think good thoughts all the time undoes the point of having those good thoughts. So what I mean is that we're humans and we're gonna have all kinds of thoughts. And for anyone that's ever dealt with anxiety or depression or has gone to therapy or been taught meditation, you know that you are supposed to allow the thoughts, whatever they are, however strange they are, to come in, you acknowledge them, and then you let them go. A lot of these posts are taking something that's really good teaching and simplifying it down to the point where I have people that get a hold of me and students that are like, I'm thinking bad thoughts and I'm freaking out. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to hold a high vibration. I'm trying to think good thoughts. And the anxiety behind what they're doing, I just feel so bad for them, because I'm like, you should have heard some of my thoughts today. We're humans. We're going to have a mixture of thoughts throughout the day. And I want to remove some of the fear. If you do have a negative thought or they come in, it's no big deal. And here's why. You can think all the good thoughts you want, but you can't bullshit the universe. And that's the simple truth. Even though thoughts play a part, it's really your energy and your intent that is more important. So for example, I'll show you. If I'm really angry and someone pissed me off and I'm like, you piece of okay, that's obviously carrying a negative and low vibration. I'm angry at the person, and the words coming out of my mouth are angry. But then if I'm really happy and I use those same words like, holy that's great, that's amazing. Now you can see I was happy and I was still swearing and using the words that had been used negatively. So what the universe sees is, in the first one, Ryan's angry. She's not feeling good today and she's pissed off. In the second one, they sense your energy. They're like, she's happy. They don't care that what swear word I used. Even though the divine do not use swear words, they don't care that we did. So you have to imagine that what is more important is your energy and your intent. this idea of sitting around and practicing these positive affirmations and saying, I am happy, while inside you're like, I'm not happy, but I'm just going to freaking say it until somebody believes me. It's not going to work. Like I said, you can't bullshit the universe. And I feel like a lot of people, the pressure that they put on themselves just totally washes away any of those positive affirmations, because people get so scared then when they have like an off thought. And you don't need to. You're human, and the divine expects you to be human. That's why you're here. They're not up there judging you for your humanness, you know. That's an agreement you made, was to come here and to navigate your humanness. I don't know if humanness is a word, but I'm making it up anyway. So you're probably thinking, okay, Ryan, we get it. What's your point? If I'm not supposed to do positive affirmations, how am I supposed to feel better? How will I ever actually feel the way I'm saying I'm supposed to feel? The best thing to do is forget about those positive affirmations. Forget about sitting around in a circle and going, I love me, I love you, isn't the sky great, blah, blah, blah. And actually do things actively to feel better, okay? It's more important that you start looking at where you're not honoring your energy, where you're making decisions that are not in your greatest good, what crap you're putting up with, you know, all the things we deal with in life, or the things we're not doing self-care wise. You need to look at those things and say, you know what, today I'm going to do stuff a little differently. I'm going to start to travel the road of feeling better. I'm going to do some things that in the short term make me happy. So going for a walk, going to hang out with some friends, even if you don't want to, but you're feeling a little bit in a funk. And instead of becoming a hermit, which you maybe would usually do, you're like, I'm not going to do that because that doesn't seem to be working. I'm going to get out in the fresh air and I'm going to go do some things, and maybe I'm happy for 20 minutes. It's those little things that you keep doing and doing that make you feel better. So when you actually have done this work on yourself and quit putting up with, you know, the crap around you or the people that are draining your energy, on and on, whatever it is. That way, when you sit down and you think, I'm happy, I feel good, that's a positive affirmation, and you actually feel that way. With the universe, my opinion is you can't fake it till you make it. I know that a lot of people are probably going to disagree with that, but like I said, energy doesn't lie. And what's more important is for the divine to see that you're trying to feel better. You're doing things to honor yourself better. And then naturally, you will start to feel better. I just don't believe it can work the other way. And I'm telling you this because I've tried it. Years ago, when I was struggling with anxiety, I would meditate and I'd be like, I am happy. And the whole time I'm doing it, I'm not even believing myself, you know, because I'm like, I don't feel happy. I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack and I'm freaking out. And I felt like I was lying to myself because I was. And then when I would have sort of like a negative or weird thought, because they happen, you know, the mind's got a mind of its own, then I'd be like, oh shit, I summoned the devil because I just thought this weird thing and I got to stop, I got to wash my brain of it. And then, oh my God, look at the anxiety behind that. And the universe looks and goes, you're freaking out. All we see is anxiety. You keep saying you're happy, but that's not what we're seeing. So, stop putting pressure on yourselves, babes. You don't need to sit around with these positive affirmations, forcing something on yourself. You don't need to put the pressure to always hold good thoughts. That's not even what you're here for. You're not here to just be shit and rainbows. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not natural. You are supposed to be following your passions and honoring your energy and, following the path of what makes you happy. And there's going to be times of being unhappy. There's going to be moments when you're in traffic and you're going to be like swearing at the car in front of you. Our goal is not for you to never do that. The goal is for you to feel less angry when you're sitting in traffic. So maybe instead of looking at like, God, I'm in a hurry, get out of my damn way, you're thinking, okay, traffic's backed up. I got a few minutes, I'm going to do some breathing. And all of a sudden that time passes and you're like, okay, you're just navigating life with more ease. That's the goal. So don't put pressure on yourselves, babes. Instead of the positive affirmations, instead of freaking yourself out royally for strange thoughts or negative thoughts, the goal is to have less of those thoughts and to actually do things that move you energetically in that direction so that you feel better naturally. Okay, I'm going to do a short channeled message from the Mother Mary, and I want to apologize for my sweater. I thought it looked cute, and it's northern Michigan, and we have so much snow, and I thought, oh, like little snow bunny. And in the camera, I feel like I look like a linebacker. So, anyway, my apologies. Okay, here we go. Just give me a moment. Hello, dear ones. We are so happy to be with you today. We do not feel that the channel looks like a linebacker, but often she's concerned with what she's wearing. We think she looks good, but she won't even believe that when we tell her, and she will also be embarrassed that we said so on camera. I want to talk about the positive affirmations and what our goal is for you. We want you to understand that it is the human that puts so much pressure on themselves. And with pressure comes disappointment and hurt, and often brings your mind out of the present moment because you are so concerned with yourself, what you did or what you're doing, that then you're not standing in your truth, which is in the moment of how you're feeling and where to go from there. While we do wish for you to carry a high vibration, and we do wish for you to have beautiful thoughts that align with your truth and the life that you have created for yourself on your highest path, we do not want you to sit around and repeat thoughts that are not honoring your truth. If your truth is that you are angry, if your truth is that you are having a hard day, or if your truth is that you are not feeling well, that is your truth. And instead of pushing it away, which will end up making it stay, we want you to recognize how you feel. And then we want you to ask your intuitive self what you need to feel better. Often, you get stuck in your emotion. You sit right down in the energy and do not move forward. All we need you to do is take some steps forward. You do not need to see the whole path in front of you. All you need is a few steps to get you up out of that energy and moving in the right direction. Often you do not see how you can feel better because it seems that the answer must be so complicated and contrived when in fact, sometimes it is the simplest of things that will undo how you are feeling. What decisions could you make differently today? What decisions could you make that make you feel better in the next 5 minutes? Short term, my love, short term is the direction that we want for you. Those short term goals will add up, suddenly taking you the distance of your life. We ask that you do not need to have everything figured out. And we also ask that you are not looking outside of yourself to feel better. Any question that you have is inside of you. And we understand for some that's a frustrating thing to hear. It seems easier to look outward if there is something that will fix how you feel. And these positive affirmations are an example of that. They are outside of you, where we want you to feel it inside of you. And often it requires you doing work on yourself so that you feel better. You will always be with yourself. And the work that you are putting off is not honoring you here in the now. Here in the now is all there is. We want you looking at things very short term so you do not get overwhelmed. And we want you also understanding that the mind will tell you things that are not true. The mind very much wants to be in charge. And while the mind plays a part, you obviously need it. We want you to start saying to the mind, you serve your purpose, but you are not in charge. From now on, my heart is in charge. And my heart is saying this is what I need. And so when the mind tells you things that you are not worthy, that things won't get better, that there must be an outside answer that will fix all of this, we want you to simply say, no, I'm not listening to you today. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to call in my team and I'm going to search inward to find what will make me feel better. So that when I tell you I feel better, I actually am feeling better. Our loves, we also ask of you to please call upon us to help. While we cannot fix all your problems because you're navigating them for a reason, you can call on us to help with your energetic concerns and to cleanse away the day. It is also by calling on us and giving us a few moments of your time. Not only can we help your energetic concerns, but you are also giving yourself some self-care and coming in to yourself, into the moment and being present. And that in itself is healing beyond imagine. We ask that you stop looking at things and imagining they must have such a difficult answer. And if you could just find that, everything would feel better. We want you instead looking at the answer. It's very simple, and it's right within you at this time. Dear ones, if you ever want to know if what you're doing is working, such as the positive affirmations, we want you asking yourself, how do you feel? And this can be in all walks of life. Honoring your energy is honoring and recognizing how you feel and shifting a little bit. If it doesn't feel right, shift till you feel better. So in the moment when you are saying your positive affirmation, but you don't feel well and you don't feel that this is helping, you recognize the energy, you recognize how you feel, and you change what you're doing to align yourself so you feel better.